Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and a friend of mine sent me this logo and asked how you could do this burst or this fade. And a couple of words of warning: once you get this into, you would need to trace these letters and get them black. And I would actually run them first because you can see they're kind of behind the letters. But this is pretty easily done. Just take you a circle about the size of your circle, make it a little bit bigger, and doesn't matter where it is right now. And then we're going to, because we're going from a light color to a darker color, we have to make this line white, and we have to make it actually thicker than a hairline. So we're going to make the box yellow, and then we're going to put the box to the back of the page, and we can see our circle. Now I'm going to take our ellipse, or our circle. Let me zoom back in here. I'm going to take our ellipse, and I'm going to click on the pen tool, and I'm going to actually make it, for the video, I'm going to make it 2 points so you can kind of see it. And then I'm going to make the color white. Then I'm going to hit OK. So now we have a white ellipse. Then go to your effects and contour, and we're going to contour to the center at 0.001 in black and hit apply. Now you've got it done. It's going to look good, but you need to do a couple of things, or what I would do is put it on top, and actually, to kind of get you what it would look like, we're going to put that to the back of page. Well, it's not going to work because this logo is all one piece. But once you get that done, I would remove this graphic and then make you a copy, duplicate it, move it over here, put it about where you want it. Then I would actually hold down the Shift key and select both those and group them together. So now they're one unit. Now, depending on how big this logo is, I mean, I made it real big for the video, but it is 10 inches tall. So I'm going to make my nudge distance 15 inches. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to nudge these out of the way. And then you have these cleaned up, and with just the text. Well, you know what I would really do first? I would nudge this out of the way, nudge this back, and I would run this first. In 3D mode, I'm thinking you have an epilogue, if I remember right. And inside of epilogue, there is a 3D mode. Now, I do not have a laser hooked up to this, but in your properties, there's going to be a 3D mode. And we also, let's do this to make it really better. Let's take and ungroup them, and let's take this and convert it to a bitmap. And we're going to convert it to grayscale. Now, that didn't look like it changed anything, but in 3D mode, it actually does. You have to do these individually, convert them to a bitmap, grayscale, and that helps with the 3D printing of it. And then select both these, Control D, and get a duplicate. I would actually run this first and run it at 100 power and 70 speed, and then just see what it looks like. If it's not quite dark enough, run it again. And you can run it 2 or 3 times because it's not going to be very big. It's not going to take that long to run. And you could actually run these individually, and then the laser would run a little bit faster, because if you run them together, it's going to have to go back and forth. Then move them out of the way and bring your logo back in. Of course, this is going to be gone. And run this, and it'll be darker on that part. That part will actually stick out and be deeper because this will be a true black. So the dots are going to look like they're behind it, like it does here. The black is going to be behind it. Anyway, I hope that helped her a little bit, and thank you.